This was a very eurosummer for me. Today, I'm taking you guys with me to Paris. By the way, it's our first international trip traveling together, and we just happened to be in Paris during the World Cup, as well as one of their historic heatwaves. Come join us for our little travel vlog. Bonjour! Today was a travel day, and we got into Paris at about 8 a.m. this morning and just woke up from a nap. So this week in Paris, it's actually really, really hot. Europe in general has been going through one of the worst heat domes they've had in a really long time. One of the things that's a little bit different about Europe, or even like Paris specifically, is that some of the architecture is just so much older than the States, so they're not really built for like heat waves the same way that the States is like built for. Also, Europe has regulations that they don't really allow having AC to be built in their older buildings. In addition to that, energy is just really expensive. So with that being said, it's not really common for Europeans to have air conditioning, to go walk around the city and all that stuff. So it's going to be kind of a hot week being here in Paris. So last time I was in Paris, I was with my sister in 2019. That was my very first time in Paris, and we basically just explored all the touristy spots. This time it's a little bit more of a slower travel. I think this time I'm trying to experience it in a way slower light, really taking my time, being able to shop and just like dine and enjoy the slow life that Europeans offer, versus before it was kind of like very like go go go. I think this time in Paris it'll be a lot different because it's a lot more just of like setting their own pace, but we're also forced to set a slower pace because of the heat wave too. We're gonna get some French fruit right now, so let's go. I was looking for the handle.
That's what this was.
Oh, that's cool too. Hello, good morning. Yesterday was a super long day 0 here. It's a commute day and just ended up, we got in really early. So today's officially day 1 in Paris. Yesterday when we were at the bar, it was actually really hot. Being in a small bar, last night it was kind of like a cozy, small, intimate bar, but you could definitely feel the heat climbing into it. So having these little portable fans, and we saw like 4 other people in the bars that had portable fans too. So this is so helpful, especially here in Europe. Gonna get ready for today. We're gonna grab a little bit of breakfast at the hotel and then go get coffee outside. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So the heat today, I feel like is getting to me a little bit more than yesterday. So a little story time. We're walking to lunch and we get a little crowd on the side, and we saw like a lady passed out as we walked past, and people were fanning her, kind of just like trying to give her water, and she just like had like a flush red face. We walked in and we're like, oh, I was like, wait a second, like maybe this can help, because this actually has like this function of a mister. You press this button and I don't know if you can see that. I cranked this up to the maximum with the mister on, and like kind of blew in her face where it was the reddest and the hottest, and she started like to, I could see like her face start to feel like relief, it actually helped her to kind of get back up to stand up properly again. And then she was able to drink some water, and then we just continued using it on her until the emergency help medics could arrive. So it was definitely kind of just like a scary thing to witness and walk past and be like, oh my gosh, like we can probably do something with these little like little devices that we bought just because of the heat. And like thank goodness we had them, because I don't think that fanning, even paper fans here, weren't enough to cool her down and even bringing her into the shade. Luckily the paramedics got there very quickly, but this was like really the one thing that started to get her some like life back to her again. If you guys are in Europe at this time, or just Europe in general, especially in the summer, really this year is not, I don't know if we can say this year's ever going to be an anomaly. We don't know if it's going to be the new normal. So really just highly recommend to stay hydrated, get your fan, get everything that you can. Get yourself just prepared for like any sort of thing like that. Wear your hats, wear your sunglasses. So we were originally supposed to go to Lyon on Monday, but we canceled that trip because I think just thinking about the heat and that it's actually going to be a little bit hotter down there because it is more down south, because we've been using the hotel as kind of a retreat during the hottest times of the day. I think we're both just kind of nervous, like staying out in the 100-degree weather and not really having that, form of like, fallback or like a place of safety. So we ended up canceling the day trip that we had initially planned, which I'm not upset about because we lost a little bit of money on the plane on the trip tickets, but to think about that cost and actually like compare it to, okay, I would rather kind of have a safe space of knowing that I can go back and return to a cool air-conditioned hotel. This hotel is air-conditioned, by the way. Definitely makes me feel a lot more like sound about that decision. I'm now getting ready for dinner, and I have a little bit of an upset stomach. I don't know if it's from something we ate or maybe it's a combination of just being in the heat, but my stomach just feels very bubbly, and it's not great, guys. So I'm really hoping that I'm okay before we get to dinner, and especially after dinner, because it's actually one of our like nicest dinners of this entire trip, and it's a coursed meal. So I'm actually just like, fuck, I really want to be in like best shape in order to enjoy it. So anyways, wish me luck, and I will give you guys an update. Hopefully they help. Okay, here's the finished look. And we're off. Good morning. Do a quick fit check. Okay. I did some quick waves. We don't have anything planned today, which I think is kind of nice. We can kind of just do what we feel like. And for this morning, I'm gonna go get some coffee, some breakfast, some lunch at this point because we slept in, which it's nice that we finally got to sleep in. I don't know, maybe just explore a museum or maybe go to more shopping, we'll see. Kind of just try to stay cool, don't overheat. Morning, guys. Today is day 4 in Paris. Yesterday we did some shopping. So yesterday went to Polene. I was so excited about this purse. This is the Moki Mini in taupe. This crossbody strap too, so I can wear it both ways on the side and also across me. Gosh, she's so cute. I was a little torn between getting this size or the larger size, but ultimately I think that this size was just physically so much nicer, and I think I would like this size more as an everyday wear versus the larger size. I think the larger size was nice to carry around my camera, but honestly at the end of the day we ended up going with this model, and I love her. She's so pretty. And then let me show you the other model that I was kind of on the fence about getting, but ultimately ended up not getting. And the reason I have this with me right now is because my coworker requested this one. But this is the numero 9 mini, and she's really cute too. You can kind of see like this color is sand. But yeah, for me, functionality wise, I think that the opening was a little bit too small for the practical use of actually getting in and out items for me, at least frequently, and the size items that I have sometimes. So ultimately I don't think that this was the right one for me. Yesterday I got to meet up with some friends that are also in Paris at this time. Today is actually their Bastille Day in France, so it's kind of like the version of their Independence Day because it's the French Revolution. So yeah, last night we stopped by the park and got to see a bunch of fireworks on the Eiffel Tower, and today is pretty much a national holiday for France, which I did not know. Initially booking this trip or initially coming onto this trip, our Uber driver told us that yesterday. Today is also the France versus Spain match for FIFA, so I think it's going to be kind of like lit and like fun and rowdy downtown, or just like in the ambience of France. So we'll also just be out today, just kind of watching the game somewhere. I think that that's kind of the agenda today. That's it for now, and we'll see you soon. Guys, we finished dinner and walking around the streets of France right now trying to find a bar to watch the game at. It's surprisingly really quiet, but like there are screens everywhere for the game. So we're just trying to find like a good bar, good pub, good vibe. It's kind of nice walking around right now though. Literally everywhere has it. Morning, guys. Today we're gonna try our favorite coffee that we've had on this trip, and then a place that's nearby. This is our favorite coffee from Certified. This is Sound Coffee. We ordered flat whites for both. It's a little stronger.
I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just be myself and I.
Hello. Bonsoir. Good evening, guys. Okay, so I just got back. hang out with some friends that are also in Paris at the same time. And tomorrow we've got a big day ahead, heading to Belgium tomorrow. And then going to the biggest music festival for EDM, and that's Tomorrowland. And guys, I just want to show you guys my favorite item that I got this trip. Let's start with the unboxing. Super excited. We'll unbox it together. I actually unboxed this earlier, so I actually just re-unboxing it with you guys. I'm so excited. Let's show you guys real quick. It's a Louis snowboarding wallet. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful she is. Look at how beautiful she is. And then they did my initials where I wanted to. Guys, she's so pretty. Hope you guys have enjoyed this Paris vlog. This was a lot of fun to make. Anyways, catch you guys in Belgium for the next one and for Tomorrowland. So, see you guys next one. Turn that way. Come turn slowly. What if I just walked away?